All right, what is going on, Libra? Welcome back to the channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazi, your favorite Cali reader. First of all, Libras, I just want to say I am feeling your energy right now so intensely, and whoo, chat, I'm gonna need y'all to breathe, okay? I'm not even kidding. If you know that you've been in this anxious type of nervous type of just like not really knowing how to channel or where to put your energy, I'm gonna need you to breathe. Okay, I'm gonna need you to breathe. Like I had to really type of recalibrate my own energy while I was tapping into yours just to deliver the messages, because there's a lot that's already coming through even on the split as I was getting your reading started, just getting the pre-shuffle oracles here to save time. Whew, it was a lot. So I'm gonna do my best to channel these messages, but in a way that doesn't confuse you. Okay, so this message that I'm channeled to give you guys this week or at this time is for those of you that are needing some maybe encouragement, that maybe your path isn't clear. For those of you that are needing a bit of inspiration, just maybe not being able to fully or thoroughly connect with your own team, with your own guides, maybe trust the guidance that you're receiving on your own. This is to bring clarity, encouragement, upliftment, and inspiration in that way. Okay. So basically confirming what I feel like most of you already know. If the messages are resonating with you, this is stuff you already know, you're already aware of. But, even myself, parts to depend on where you are in your journey. It helps sometimes when someone else can kind of like give you a perspective that maybe it was difficult for you to see, or that maybe you were kind of like, it's not that fucking easy. You know what I mean? Like we all go through that period. So that is what this is intended to do, to bring clarity, any type of encouragement, upliftment, reveal anything, bring enlightenment to anything that some of you may have been confused about or unsure what the fuck is going on. Based on what you're experiencing right now, I'm trusting that this reading will clear some of that up for you. Okay. So first off, there's definitely some things that I feel like you guys are being guided to let go of at this time. If I'm not mistaken, we're still in the waning phase of the moon cycle, meaning that we're still in the energy of pushing things away, getting rid of things, letting things go. And given at the bottom of this deck, we have surrender. And then we also, just noticed under that change. And then at this one, clean it up. So for some of you, like I said, there's things that some of you are being guided to release at this time. And I feel like it's because in doing so, it's going to restore balance in your life. Some of you balance things and you guys are the sign of balance, right? The scales. So there may be things that are kind of clouding your judgment at this time, or kind of confusing you, eluding you. And so there's things that you're being asked to let go of, things that no longer serve, whether it's people, whether it's things that we're consuming, whether it's material things. If your space can do like a deep cleaning or a decluttering, is a beautiful time to do that. And I feel like because, as within, so without, so it's like you can generally tell based on one's environment, right? Like at their home where they live, their car, things like that. You can generally tell what people have going on the inside. So if their space is typically really cluttered, messy, all over the place, that typically tells you that's kind of what's going on up, in their mind, in their head space as well. So where for some of you that may be feeling confused about your future, about what's going on, where you're at currently, I feel like it would be really beneficial, if that's possible for you, to clean, declutter your space, get rid of things, even if your space is generally clean. I'm talking about, for those where that doesn't apply, but then also others who, if there's things that you haven't used in quite some time that you can get rid of, that stuff still holds energy. It still has its own energetic signature that still affects your current, reality and your current environment. Okay. I feel like some of you are definitely feeling this energy of maybe feeling like you're like a lone wolf at this time. And that's because you guys are, I feel like, learning a lot right now, but not just for yourself, but learning to position you to be able to teach from your own experience is also what I feel like is happening right now. I definitely feel like you guys are coming into, things that you've been asking for, blessings, but also allowing yourself to see how blessed you really are. And I feel like that will also help restore balance for those of you that don't have a regular gratitude practice, things like that, that will really benefit you at this time as well, to help restore balance where things don't feel as clear. Even giving gratitude for your challenges, okay, is a beautiful way to help restore balance in things that don't necessarily look like it's beneficial to you at this time. So it would really help you to, clean, like I said, clean your space, or, connections, if it's people around you, or, physical items, things that you maybe don't use often, or that, maybe came from someone that you don't deal with anymore, like things from exes, things like that will really benefit you in getting rid of those things and clearing that energy. Because like I said, that every single item holds an energetic signature. So it still, affects you if it's in your space. So, let's see. So we have number 19 here, 30. We also have 21, 7, and 50. So any of those numbers may be of significance to you at this time. So I really feel like, Libras, you're really being asked to focus on your own well-being at this time. I feel like, you guys are really going through a period of learning. Maybe that will, I feel like, even if it doesn't feel like that right now, I feel like, things are happening in such a way that's kind of keeping you from seeing what's really going on. But as you continue to shift your focus and focus on your own well-being, maybe your diet, the things that you're consuming, whether it's like what you're reading, what you're watching, listening to, who you're around, things you're talking about, all that stuff plays its part. And you're being asked to really do your best to clear out the things that don't serve you. And that will help you better go with the flow of, as, your life is unfolding and things are, as you allow yourself to navigate through that, it'll make what needs to be done and where you're heading more clear. It'll make it more apparent to you. Okay. I really feel like you guys are also, in this energy of maybe have been feeling like, you just want to go home, what we call home. Those of us that don't feel like we're really a part of this world, we're kind of like in it, but we're not of it. You know what I'm saying? Like where you feel like I'm here, but I don't belong here. This doesn't feel like home to me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like some of you are, as you allow yourself to continue to navigate through this energy, I feel like some of you really benefit by getting around water. If you can get in the water, I know it's cold, especially out here in California, it is cold. However, at least putting your feet in, it'll be really beneficial to, grounding, cleansing your energy and helping you guys restore balance. Especially for those of you that have been feeling like, your third eye is blocked, or you can't really see what's ahead, or you can't really see the direction to go. By grounding yourself and connecting to Mother Gaia in that way will also restore and clear those energy centers as well. So like I was saying, I feel like some of you have been feeling like you just, like you don't belong. Okay. Like you're just kind of like have to be out on your own. Nobody gets it. Nobody understands me, things like that. I really feel like you guys are in this energy as you continue to make room. You guys are coming out of that energy. If that hasn't happened yet, I feel like that's definitely like you're on the tail end of that, where that's happening very, very soon. So it's just a matter of you guys allowing yourself to, like I said, surrender to this process. Surrender meaning release, your expectations of maybe how it's supposed to look or how you think it should look, right? Because you guys are aligning, I feel like, to your tribe, people that are meant to be in your life, meant to be in your experience, people that help you feel, like you belong, that feel like, are your people, right? Your soul tribe, your kindred spirits. You guys are aligning to those people as well. Okay. And that could be what this mending here underneath there is about, that there may be someone that maybe is a part of your tribe that maybe you've kind of been in disconnect from at this time. I feel like it would benefit you, or, you guys are maybe mending things, kind of like coming back together. If you haven't, if there are people that that are part of your tribe that you haven't maybe talked to in quite some time, you might benefit from kind of like rekindling things with that, that person or those type of people, especially, like I said, for those of you that have been in this energy of feeling kind of like isolated, maybe alone by yourself. Like I said, feeling like you just don't have a place in this world, or like you just don't belong. Nobody gets it. I'm, growing and I'm changing and I'm learning things, and, where are my people? Right. I definitely feel like you guys are coming out of that energy. So, for those of you, like I said, that have been in this, kind of like, just like, I can't really see what's ahead. I don't know, where I'm going, so to speak. Okay. There's a lot for you to learn at this time. Okay. Some of you might be 30, maybe turning 30. 30 may be a life path number, also 19. You may be seeing those numbers. They may be of significance. But like I said, the things that you guys are learning right now is positioning you to essentially become the teacher. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I've learned, at least from my experience, that a lot of the things that I struggled with, it was positioning me to be able to help others when they come into those experiences, to help them navigate. Because I'm learning that like a lot of the things that worked for other people don't work for me. So it makes my journey that much more unique. And that's not easy. It's not easy when it's so different that you really have no, or at least very minimal examples to look to, right? For guidance or support or clarity, right? On your own path. It makes it that much more difficult. So like I said, I feel like some of you, this will help you in your process, especially for those of you that resonate, that your seems like your path is just so fucking unique right now, where it's like nobody around you understands or gets it. Clearing out your space and making room for the new, making room for the blessings that are trying to come in, surrendering to this ultimate process, I feel like will really be beneficial to you at this time. Okay. I feel like you guys are definitely learning a lot, and that's why, because, when you, like I said, for those of you that are really feeling like you're by yourself, or that things are, maybe really difficult, it's positioning you for a higher, I don't want to say higher, but a bigger, more intricate role, like a more important role. Like I can't, the word isn't coming to me, but I feel like if you understand what I'm trying to say here. So let's get into the tarot and see what else is going on for Libras at this time. So I feel like some of you too would really benefit from dancing. If you enjoy dancing, if that's something maybe you haven't done in a while, that is a beautiful way to not only move energy within your body, but it helps you, kind of like reestablish, that sense of creativity. It kind of like gets those your lower chakra centers moving, right? So it not only, stirs up the energy there, but it also, kind of like releases certain hormones and things like that to help you, attract, whether it's opportunities, things you're trying to manifest, creative ideas. For those of you that are like seeking solutions on like, well, if I'm learning all this stuff, how do I channel, my knowledge into a course, or how to teach, things like that. That is, by clearing and moving those energies will help you better, align to those type of, ideas and solutions to help you, put your knowledge into, a way to teach other people, however that, translates, whether that's, a course, or maybe you're guided to do Zoom calls, or, go somewhere and, teach things like that, however that, is resonating for you. Dancing, I feel like, is a beautiful way to help, like I said, move that energy, and also, align better to your creative centers. So let's see what's going on for Libra. Questions for Libra as it pertains to this spread. What's high? So we have the Seven of Swords. For Libra, what do we need to know? Four of Wands. World, I'm trying to get it. All right, World, and let's get a overall message here. Four Swords in reverse. So 44 here. So at the bottom we have the Eight of Swords. So like I said, definitely it feels like some of you are really kind of like in this energy of really being in your head right now, maybe kind of like overthinking. I feel like whatever you guys have been like feeling like you're stuck or trapped in, that's definitely changing. I feel like it's definitely going to get easier. It just may not feel like that right now in this moment. For some of you, it may require some type of strategy in order, because the Seven of Swords can definitely, yes, represent, lies, deception, deceit, things like that, things that are hidden. But it can also represent strategy. Okay. The way he's, has these swords and he's, kind of like sneaking out. It's like, kind of like doing things underneath the scene, behind the scenes, underneath the surface, kind of like not just it. I mean, to some it may come off as sneaky, but to others it's really more so just like I'm not telling anybody my moves right now, right? And I feel like it's not a bad energy to be in, okay? I feel like some of you are really feeling like you may need to keep things to yourself at this time, maybe fly underneath the radar. And that could be, you know, kind of what's necessary. If that's what you're being guided to do, you know, by all means do that. I feel like some of you are kind of like overthinking something, not realizing though that on the other side of, you know, whatever this is that, you know, I feel like some of you are kind of like trying to figure out, it's going to ultimately lead to reasons to celebrate. Okay. I feel like, you know, whether this is a move or some type of accomplishment, whatever that is, you guys are definitely coming into some type of success here. Okay. For those of you that have been kind of like doing a lot of healing, maybe doing a lot of reflecting, at the end of the day, you're going to come out of that. For those of you that have been in this like retreat type of energy, this is your indication that it's time to, you know, kind of come out of that energy. For those of you that have kind of been like tucked away, hiding out on your own, especially because you're, you know, you can't really see what's ahead. I feel like I said, it'll be beneficial for you to release things that don't serve. Clean up your space, clean up your connections, your environments, your car, whatever, you know, that is, whatever you can, you know, clean up and kind of make room for new. This is the time to do it. Okay. I feel like some of you may be guided to travel. Some of you may be moving homes. Maybe some of you are strategizing on, you know, moving, like traveling, moving countries, moving homes, things like that. Some of you have been considering that. That's definitely prominent here. Some of you definitely have been thinking about moving, maybe relocating, buying a home somewhere else, buying, you know, home in another country, or, you know, just like maybe taking a vacation, something like that. I feel like it will really benefit you in doing that. But now is the time to make room. Now is the time to, you know, come out of this hermit energy that some of you have been in and start making the plans. Start, you know, doing the research. If that's what you need to do, whatever the steps are that you feel like you can take with that right now, this is a time to start doing that, to start implementing those plans, making those moves, doing the research, making those phone calls, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. But definitely a time to believe in yourself. Okay. To believe that, you know, and trust that whatever you're being guided to do, you have what it takes. You're more than capable. I feel like some of you, you know, are kind of like in this energy of like, I want to move. I feel like I'm being guided to move. I'm being pulled to move, but I don't know where to go. It's confusing. Some of you will really benefit from, like I said, getting out by water, clearing your space. Maybe even if you feel like you've gotten rid of, maybe for those of you that have gotten rid of everything you feel like you could get rid of right now, even just reorganizing your space will really help you, I feel. Okay. I feel like it'll, you know, just shifting things, it'll help you see things from a different perspective, or maybe consider it'll like because it's all energy. So it essentially will help you draw in or attract ideas, opportunities, you know, connections, whatever it might be, that will help you, you know, towards what you're trying to do. Some of you may be getting an opportunity here to travel, to teach something, to, you know, teach a course, or, you know, share some sort of experience that you essentially have learned from. Okay. So let's clarify this energy for Libras. Spirit, can we clarify the Seven of Swords? Why is it here for Libra, please? Clarify the Seven of Swords for Libra. And just so you know, as we clarify, obviously the storyline can definitely change. And free will is always a thing. So regardless of what you hear in any reading, your free will always plays a part. You decide how this plays out. So if you hear something that you don't like, you don't have to take it. You can always choose for things to play out differently. So choice is always yours. Clarify the Seven of Swords for Libra. Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is showing up here twice, Libra. Okay, so like I said, some of you are definitely sneaking away, maybe moving. Some of y'all may be sneaking away to go get married. Okay, some of y'all may be going to get married like in another country or something. That's interesting. But others of you, this is, you know, essentially strategizing, you know, on a move that you're trying to make, or something that, whatever, I feel like plan that some of you are coming up with or have been thinking about, that you've been learning, or that maybe hasn't been very clear to you yet, it's going to lead to success. It's definitely leading to, I feel like, a celebration of some sort, or I feel like it's going to create more stability in your life. Even though you can't see that yet, it's definitely leading to some type of success here. Okay. So let's clarify what's the Four of Wands for Libra. There's another message I'm getting that I don't want to speak on yet until I get more more cards out, but we're going to see here. So the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Interesting. Clarify the world. What's the world? Clarify the world, Most High. What's the world for Libra? Clarify the world. Three of Swords. See, I was trying not to go there, and it feels like the message has already come out anyway. So let's clarify the Four of Swords in reverse. Why is the Four of Swords in reverse, Most High? Three of Wands in reverse. So Sun, Eight of Cups. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So, all right. So this message is definitely not for all of you. I'm just trigger warning here. Prepare yourself. Some of you Libras are either learning a very difficult lesson right now, or you're teaching one, however that applies. Some of you, this is teaching you how to continue to not lose yourself to another connection or another individual. Some of you have maybe allowed a connection to throw your balance off, and it's essentially clouded your judgment, kept you from seeing things that may have, or maybe red flags that have been maybe right in some of your faces, that's been kind of like plaguing your mind. Okay. But maybe you didn't have proof. You couldn't really pinpoint what it is. That's going to be revealed. And I feel like it's definitely essentially guiding you to walk away from something or someone that I feel like really it's a person. For others of you, it could definitely be some type of community or like a family unit, something like that. But for others of you, this is a person. Some of you, essentially what basically, just to keep it a whole complete buck with you, some of you that have been talking to someone that maybe you've recently started dating or trying to get to know. Some of you are coming to, you will see, if you haven't discovered it yet, some of you are coming to see, or it'll be revealed that some of you, someone has been lying about a connection. Some of you, someone is full on married, or if they're not married, they're just in a, some type of partnership that they're lying to you about. Okay. And some of you, this is going to feel like a major, major betrayal. For some of you, this is really going to hurt. Okay. For others, for some of you, this person is someone that maybe you've went to go see, you maybe caught a flight for them, or maybe they came to see you. I feel like some of you have been really kind of like in your mind about this, and it's like, you can't really, I feel like some of you, it's like you really couldn't pinpoint it. It's really like you couldn't really see exactly what was being hidden here, but it's plaguing your mind for a reason. And I feel like some of you, this is something that you're going to move on from. This is someone that I feel like you maybe, thought you would have happiness with. This could definitely be an ex for some of you, someone that wanted to, have a new start with you, lay a foundation with you, someone that maybe wanted to have a family with you. I feel like some of you are going to end up moving on from this person because you're coming to realize, if you haven't seen it yet, maybe this reading might serve as confirmation. Sometimes that's what it's for, is that we can't, it's not always meant for us to get the physical 3D proof of our inklings, of our intuitive guidance. It's not always meant for us to have physical, tangible proof for us to say, yes, that's what it is. Sometimes it's just meant for you to go off of your pure faith and for you to trust the intuitive guidance that's coming to you about a situation. So for some of you, that is what this reading is doing here, confirming something you already know. For others of you, this is kind of like, this is something that is essentially going to play out, and this is preparing you for that next step, for what it is that's coming up, because it's not meant for you. Some of you have blessings that are coming in that cannot come in until you release this person, until you release this connection or whatever this is. For some of you, like I said, it's going to hurt like a motherfucker. And that's just, like I said, keep it in 1,000 with you. Definitely not going to be for all of you, but for those of you that maybe, like I said, have been kind of like having a feeling, kind of like, I feel like they're lying to me. It just seems too good to be true. Or maybe this person, tells you that, oh, I'm gonna come see you, but something always comes up, or, oh, let's get together. And it's always an excuse about why they can't go, whatever that is. I feel like some of you are definitely going to see that, essentially someone has a lot of healing to do, and it's only going to stop you. It's only, for some of you, it's like blocking your blessings here. Okay. Someone's lack of healing, someone's refusal to go within, refusal to maybe do the inner work is blocking your blessings. And I feel like some of you this is either like something that is teaching you, if this is something you've been through before, this is kind of like, You're having to have this experience so you can teach others and guide others how to navigate when they're experiencing that same thing. Now, for others of you, this is happening to teach someone else that when you don't heal, this is what you miss out on. Okay. So like I said, however that translates, but like I said, something is being revealed here. Something is being illuminated, and you guys are definitely, I feel like, going to end up walking away from it if you have not done so yet. Something is definitely, you're definitely going to walk away from something, because ultimately I feel like that's what's best for you. I feel like some of you, it just makes you overthink. It just puts you in your head. It makes you, feel like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't really have a way out. And, I feel like some of you are just choosing to be single. You're choosing to be by yourself. And for some of you, that is ultimately the best thing you could probably do in the situation right now. Okay. Like I said, that's not going to be for all of you, but for those of you where that resonates, you already know what this is talking about. I feel like, this person may be someone that maybe you thought you felt comfortable with, you felt safe with, but you're kind of like, the more maybe the connection goes on, you're kind of realizing like, you're just blocking my blessings. You're not as a safe haven as I thought you were. Okay. For some of you, it's like this person may be hiding a lot of things. They may be creating imbalance in your life. Maybe things that were going a certain way started shifting slowly and gradually changing. And it's like, I feel like some of you are starting to realize that maybe a new person you started talking to or connecting to or reconnected to, for some of you, is only creating problems. Okay. I feel like someone that maybe has come back into your experience, you're going to see, if you haven't yet, you're going to see that this person hasn't done maybe as much work as they told you they have, or they're not as healed as they're portraying themselves to be. Okay. And that could be why maybe this person isn't coming towards you. All right. My bad. My alarm went off. So, like I was saying, for those of you that have maybe recently started talking to someone, or like I said, reconnecting with someone, and you're kind of like wondering, well, how come they're not, trying to take our commitment to the next level? Or maybe how come they're not, trying to get to know me more? Or why are things feeling like maybe they're stagnated with someone? I feel like that's definitely why, because someone's in a whole nother connection that they're not telling you about. They're lying about maybe being single when they're actually probably married. Like I said, that's not for all of you. This person could just be simply in a relationship already that they haven't maybe completely left, or they haven't completely closed out. But for others of you, this person hasn't come towards you because they're in a whole full-blown relationship. And like I said, for some of you, you maybe already had an inkling about this. You've already had a feeling about it. But like I said, maybe you just couldn't prove it. That's going to be revealed, and you're essentially going to walk away from this. Okay. Like I said, for those of you that have already had this feeling, this is maybe a sign to just go ahead and start, emotionally disconnecting. That's typically what women do anyway. For those of you that are, a female watching this, some of you are, kind of being guided to, detach. I feel like some of you, it's like you're enlightened. You know exactly what needs to happen. You know exactly what's going on, even if you, like I said, it hasn't maybe revealed itself in a 3D yet, or where your eyes can physically see it. Maybe like you don't have like the actual proof, physical evidence of like catching someone or something like that. Some of you, it's like you already know. Something has been revealed to you that, like I said, some of you have been kind of like thinking about, that's been really plaguing your mind, but couldn't really put your finger on it. I feel like this is your sign, okay? That, something, you've been enlightened. The information has been revealed to you, and now it's up to you. What do you do with it? Do you detach? Do you walk away, go towards what actually makes you happy? What actually makes, gives you what you want? Okay. What you deserve. But that's, it's a choice that you have to make. But I definitely feel like there's a major lesson that some of you are not only learning at this time, but you're also teaching someone else. And I feel like some of you, it definitely has to do with trusting yourself and not letting anyone cloud your judgment. Okay. And, and understanding as well that, when we don't take care of ourselves, it also, creates, fog, creates illusions. It creates blockages to keep you from seeing things, the things that we eat, the things we consume, the people we talk to, all those things. It's all energy. So it all plays a part. The energy has to go somewhere. So, wherever where it's susceptible, where it's, open space is basically where that energy and that spirit is going to go. So I feel like it's really important for you, Libras, at this time to really focus on your well-being, focus on your health, for those of you, that exercise or haven't been exercising, definitely focus on your fitness. Not to say like in that superficial kind of way, but I'm talking about moving your body, because moving your body moves the energy. The muscles that you gain at the gym is not just for muscles, but it's also strengthening you. It's creating discipline. It's creating consistency. Like it has way more benefits than just the superficial of, oh, I go to the gym so I can be fit, so I can look a certain way. There's way more benefits to, working your body out than just that. And so I feel like for those of you that have maybe fallen off with that, this is your indication to get back on that, because I feel like for some of you, you know, there's blockages that are needing to be removed here that are keeping you from maybe being clear about what decisions need to be made, what cycles that I feel like are maybe creating pain for you that need to be closed. I feel like it's you know, things that are coming back up again. It's coming back up because it needed to teach you something. Maybe the lesson hasn't fully been learned or integrated. And that's what I feel like is happening here. So I feel like you guys, you know exactly what needs to happen. It's just a matter of allowing yourself to release what needs to be released, to be honest with yourself about whatever that is. And when you realize that, you know, there's a lesson for me to learn here because it's positioning me to be able to help others in this way, you don't have to take it personal. You don't have to personalize where we mess up, where we make mistakes, because that's all a part of your journey. That's a part of your learning process, to be able to position yourself to help others from a true and genuine and authentic place, because you've actually been there. You didn't just read it. You didn't just pick up a book and regurgitate some shit you read. This is something you've actually gone through and experienced. So I feel like for some of you, that's kind of why things may be happening and playing out as painful as it might be for some of you, is because you have to actually go through some shit to be able to teach some shit. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, only take the messages that apply. This definitely, like I said, not going to be for all of you, but you know, if you know, you know. So let's wrap with some messages from the universe. And like I said, this too could also be, you know, for some of you, this is with you releasing something, closing out some type of painful cycle that maybe you haven't completely healed from, that I feel like some of you are identifying or kind of like know that is blocking your blessings. You guys are, it's positioning you essentially to, you know, it's like attracting and allowing in some type of new opportunity that's going to take you exactly where you're trying to go. Okay. But it's like, you have to be willing to, you know, give up what you thought you knew, or what you are used to experiencing, and allow yourself to kind of like go with the flow of what you're being guided to release, in order to make room for new opportunities, in order to make room for more aligned opportunities and experiences. So let's see. Messages from the universe for Libras. What do they need to know? To encourage them, uplift, inspire, enlighten for Libras. Oh, okay. So, Hilarion. This also came out for Leo. If you have Leo placements, you might want to check out that reading as well. Divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Okay. So for some of you, this could also be talking about your own energy here. Okay. For some of you, if you haven't meditated in quite some time, that could be kind of blocking you from moving forward. For some of you, there's healing that needs to be done here that hasn't been done. That's blocking your blessings from coming in. That's keeping opportunities that maybe some of you have been waiting for to celebrate. It's like some of you are sabotaging your own blessings here, is also what I'm getting. So that's also what the Seven of Swords represents, is lying to ourselves, right? Making, you know, wanting to believe something, you know, is that really is not. Okay. And that could be what you're being guided to do here, is ending what you've been how you've been maybe sabotaging your own success, your own progress, closing the need to close out a cycle that maybe is just causing more pain than progress. Okay. And I feel like once you allow yourself to identify what that is, right? Or even, like I said, when you start cleaning your space, it starts clearing your mind, and then you can start seeing things more clearly, and also it'll show you and reveal to you what else in your life needs to be cleaned up or released or let go of. So it's like, you just kind of got to start where you are. Start with what you have. Wherever you can start, just start. Okay. So then we have Cthulhu, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, thank you, Spirit. So like I said, for those of you, that's exactly what this is. Okay. Like I said, this reading could be serving as confirmation for some of you on what you've been asking for, what you've been maybe kind of like some of you, like I said, have been blocked from seeing. You're learning, okay, that something is being revealed for you to walk away from it. Okay. It's just, like I said, this reading is serving as confirmation where you already know. Some of you already know what this is about. And this is your confirmation that you need to close out that cycle, whether it's like a type of person that some of you are used to dating that just isn't working anymore. It's just causing more harm than good. Okay. Trust what you know about that. And for some of you, it's like, if you realize that why do I keep attracting that type of person? This is your answer. because there's some healing that needs to be done that's keeping you from moving forward. For some of you, it's keeping you from moving on from a connection because there's a cycle that needs to be closed out. And until you identify what that is and actually allow yourself to surrender, okay, to the changes that I feel like some of you are being guided to make at this time, right? And look, under that, boundaries, okay? Setting boundaries with people, okay? Whether it's with yourself or with other people, you know where your boundaries are needed. But, and then also accepting, right? Accepting that people are where they are who they are, and you don't need to change them. But also accepting that, you know what, I'm not perfect. I'm a spirit being having a human experience. And so my journey isn't going to be perfect as in flawless, right? And accepting that, you know, that I'm not perfect, nor am I meant to be, but there's a lot for me to learn here. I'm learning so I can help others, right? And from that place, you don't have to take it personal, right? And then, you know, take action from that place of clarity, from that place of, you know, revelation of, you know, I now know what I need to do. I now understand what's, you know, blocking me because I've been enlightened, and now I can detach. Now I can, you know, move on and go towards what, you know, I really need right now. Okay. So, and at the bottom of this deck, we have Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Exactly. So that's exactly what we're talking about here with this card of acceptance. All right. So this is about, you know, accepting situations for what they are, right? See the truth for what it is, meaning your truth or the truth of other people, right? The things that we try to, like I said, lie to ourselves about. So this is like, for example, like I said, for those of you that are, if this has to do with, you know, a connection where it's like, I know this person is seeing someone else, but I don't care because of XYZ, you know, that's one of those things where we need to just, you know, call it for what it is and end it, bring an ending to it. It may be harsh, it may be painful, but for some of you, it's a cycle. It's a cycle that needs to end because it's ultimately not getting you to where you need to go. It's not yielding the results that some of you have been waiting for and working towards. It's only creating blockages. It's only keeping you from moving forward and keeping you, holding you back, essentially holding your blessings back from coming towards you. So, you know, I feel like some of you, there's something that you're needing to surrender, a connection, some type of repetitive pattern that is no longer working, and you know exactly what this is. And there's power in that. So I want to encourage you, Libras, there's power in knowing what needs to be released, because if you don't know, if you're unaware, you don't even have the option about whether you stay or choose a different direction. But when you at least have the awareness of this is what it is, now you put the power back in your hands by having the option on whether I want to stay and continue to suffer and, you know, hurt, or if I want to go and, you know, leave something that I know is not for me and go towards something better and something greater, because it's been revealed to me what the fuck needs to happen. It's been revealed to me what I maybe couldn't see before because it was being blocked. Okay. So, you know, so you guys know what to do. You know exactly what this is talking about. Like I said, for those of you where it applies, if you would like your own personal reading,